He finally did it, Nez Nation. It's over. Elon Musk, one of the greatest disruptors, one of the greatest innovative entrepreneurs, savants, whatever you want to call him, somebody who has just revolutionized business and disrupted many, many verticals, finally acquired Twitter, one of the largest social media platforms ever. We're going to talk about the implications of this. I'm going to take your questions. This is going to be an interactive live chat. Replay viewers, I'm with you. Leave your comments. You don't want to miss this because we're also going to talk about, more importantly, how this affects the creator economy. Come on back. Welcome, everybody, to the Creator Economy Podcast Show. I am your host, Professor Nez, entrepreneur, business owner, content creator, Amazon influencer, author. The list goes on and on. I'm so happy to see you guys. We didn't go live last week. Podcast listeners, replay viewers, I'm with you. Love you guys to death. It's just such a treat, always, especially something as big as what we're going to talk about today. I'm really, really excited. If you're brand new here, this is the Creator Economy live stream podcast show. This is where we help you monetize your skills, creativity, and experience in the creator economy, whether that means you advancing your career, establishing your online presence, or content creators, business owners, building community, building impact, which in turn increases your income. Money, money, money. $44 billion was spent by Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, on the acquisition of Twitter. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Twitter's been around, pretty much as long as Facebook. A little bit after. It started just a little scotch after Facebook. I'm old enough to remember before any of these platforms, before YouTube, before Facebook, before Twitter. I'll be honest with you. I have recently, I would say, when I say recently, the past maybe 24, 36 months, I've fallen in love with Twitter. I just love it. And I'll tell you why in a second. But when I first, kind of heard of Twitter and I first heard about it and people were talking about it, people were using it, I didn't think it was, in all fairness, I was really against it. I was like, I'm on Facebook or I'm on Instagram. I don't need Twitter. Who needs Twitter? Who's on Twitter? But, as of late, it has been, phenomenal. And Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter, him and the deal literally just closed. As of this recording, it is October 28th, 2022. The deal literally closed this morning, today. It's all over social media. He's, walked into Twitter headquarters with a sink, tweeting out, let that sink in. You saw the thumbnail. This is an actual tweet where Elon Musk tweeted, spoiler alert, let the good times roll. He fired the CEO. He fired the CFO, and he also fired the individual who's in charge of safety and trust. She was in charge. She was the real kind of driver behind a lot of the lifetime bans, especially on the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump. So, everybody's talking about this. This is absolutely blowing up. And hey, Mr. Skydweller, good to see you. Mr. Skydweller says, I like the way he brought the sink in. Yeah, we just talked about that. Come on in, tap that thumbs up. I'd really, really appreciate it. I'm going to take your questions too. I'd love to hear from you. This is kind of an impromptu live, not super planned. I actually moved my schedule around today because I think this is really, really important. I have a lot to say about how I think this acquisition is going to change the creator economy. Never mind, it's going to completely flip Twitter upside down, inside out. I think Twitter will never be the same again. We'll talk about, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Jack Dorsey, former CEO of Twitter, is starting another social media company supposedly called Blue Sky, which I actually just emailed and gone on the waiting list for beta. I don't know if you guys heard that. Before you feel sorry for the CEO Parag and the CFO of Twitter, they walked away with over $100 million in buyouts. And I think Dorsey got $1 billion in cash. So there's nothing to feel sorry for. Although I did think it was interesting that Elon Musk brought in his own Tesla software and data engineers and literally, I mean, when I say in the thumbnail here, when I say he fired everyone, I mean, that's not hyperbole, guys. He didn't necessarily fire everyone verbatim, but he fired a lot of people. He fired a lot of people. And I personally, this is huge news in the creator economy. There is no shadow of a doubt that Twitter is still one of the top social media platforms on planet Earth. It's one of the most amazing places. I call it the water cooler of the internet. I love how actually Elon describes it, the digital town square. And the reason Elon bought it was because he wanted to, and it sounds kind of trite, it sounds trivial, it almost sounds maybe even a little how should I say it, naive or maybe even BS. But he literally said he bought Twitter for humanity. I mean, if you think about it, and I actually believe him, and you guys know me, I sniff out BS all the time. I call out all the make money online, get rich quick scheme, shysters and flysters and meisters, snake oil salesmen. I call them out all the time. I try to, at least. I mean, I really pride myself on this show being really anchored in reality and giving you the real practical tools so you can monetize in the creator economy. And this is just the beginning. It's getting better and better. YouTube just changed their entire layout. We talked about revenue sharing. How this relates to Twitter. So Twitter has been an unbelievable place. Let me first talk about how I've been using Twitter, what benefits I've been getting. It's probably my most favorite tool for engagement. I'll be honest with you. It's one of my favorite tools for networking and engagement. I would say even more than LinkedIn, even though LinkedIn's up there too. I talk about LinkedIn all the time. You guys know this. And by the way, if you're here live and you have good audio and a decent video, I don't really even care about the video. If you have decent audio, I want to get your reactions. I want to get your thoughts on Elon Musk buying Twitter. I'm going to share a guest link. So if you are here live, this is why, podcast listeners, this is why, replay viewers, I want you to be here live. If you're here live, go ahead and DM me on Twitter, or just at me on Twitter, and I'll DM you at Professor Nez, and I will share the guest link with you. Okay, but please make sure you have at least decent audio and you're in an appropriate place. I don't want to get demonetized. Okay. You're not like in a Barnes and Noble where there's music playing in the background or whatever. I need you to be somewhere private. So it's probably one of the best platforms I've ever encountered where I'm able to really communicate how I feel about a lot of different topics. I've built unbelievable relationships. I've networked with unbelievable professionals in my industry. I've accrued more than a few handfuls of brand sponsorships and brand deals. I even had an amazing DM conversation with the man himself, Mr. Beast. He actually asked me for feedback on one of his videos, which was phenomenal. Such a joy. Twitter is really, it gives everybody a fair shot. Now you might say that's a bad thing. You might say, well, not everybody needs to be heard. Not everybody needs to throw in their 2 cents. Maybe not. I agree. There's a lot of people who should definitely not throw in their 2 cents. But I mean, I think as with anything, the cream always rises to the top. You could say the same thing for YouTube. You could say the same thing for TikTok. You could say the same thing for really anything. People starting a business, people having kids, starting a relationship. I mean, there's people who shouldn't be doing a lot of things, maybe, but who are we to judge, right? But I always think quality in a free market in a free enterprise, quality always, the cream always rises to the top. So I don't think I've ever really talked about Twitter too on this show. I don't really think I've ever even spoken about Twitter. We talk YouTube a lot. We talk video, live streaming, podcasting. We talk different ways in which you can increase and diversify your revenue streams, other ways you can monetize in the creator economy. And the reason I'm going live today, I want to hear from you guys too. I definitely want to hear from you guys. And if you want to join the show, again, if you're just jumping in, make sure you tweet me. I've got my Twitter feed up right now. Make sure you tweet me because I will give you the guest link to come up on the show. I'm also monitoring the chat, so I'll take your questions. The reason I've gone live today is because I truly believe this acquisition, I truly believe Twitter has had a major, major issue profiting, a major, major issue with their different business models. They've tried so many different things to monetize, and it just hasn't worked. I truly believe that Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter is not only going to be a lot more honest, integrity-based platform, a more free, democratically inclusive, non-discriminatory platform. He's also said he's removed lifetime bans, amongst other things. But I truly believe for the creator economy, as it relates to us and this show, I truly believe Twitter could be a major player in the creator economy. What do I mean by that? Ways for you and me, content creators, business owners, thought leaders, professionals trying to impact more people and in turn increase their income. I think that Twitter could be a major, major player over the next 24 months for content creators. I think that one thing is for sure, that Elon Musk is not just going to sit back and let things go the way they've been going. He's already, on his very first day, he's fired a handful of executives and he's so active on Twitter too. He's very active on Twitter. This guy doesn't need money. He's the richest guy in the world. He's got hundreds of billions of dollars. With all intents and purposes, $44 billion is a colossal amount of money. But to him, it's really, it's still a colossal amount of money. But to him, somebody who's got, hundreds of billions of dollars, it's not anywhere near what we might think. It's not anywhere near impact him as we may think it otherwise would. It's just not the same. It's just not the same for him. And so I think this is really, really powerful. And I want to get your thoughts. I'm monitoring the comments, monitoring the chat. Yes, Lawana's in the house. How are you, VSG Life? How are you, Lawana? Good to see you, girl. Make sure you tap that thumbs up. Come on in. Share this out too, please. It's Friday, October 28th, 2022, as of this recording. And if you're just joining us, remember some of the biggest news in 2022, and 2022 is almost over. And it's been going on forever. Like, is he going to buy it? Is he not going to buy it? There was some teeter-tottering going back and forth. He wanted to, at one point, there was news that he wanted to back out of the deal. It's finally official. And I love this too. I mean, I got a screen share here. If you haven't seen this, oh my God, this is so good. If you haven't seen his new profile header on Twitter, I have to show you this. Look at this. I'm on Twitter right now. I'm going to screen share. Look at this, you guys. Look at what he has underneath his name there. Can you guys see that? Look at what he has underneath his name there. Chief Twit. Tell me that is not genius. Chief Twit. Can you guys see that right there? I'm highlighting it right now. I mean, he is just absolutely genius. Absolutely genius. And if you don't know who Elon Musk is, or if you're not sure, what's going on, let me also do this, please. Not only do I think it's going to impact the creator economy, you and me, not only do I think it's going to revolutionize and change Twitter, let me give you a little bit of context. Elon Musk has disrupted major verticals. He's disrupted the car industry, which was an industry that was ironclad tight knit group of top 4, top 5 companies. Nobody liked outsiders. This guy completely disrupted that. He's still getting flack. He's still getting naysayers. He's still getting a lot of doubters and haters about his Tesla automobile. And we haven't even seen as a matter of fact, I got in a conversation with my son's baseball coach yesterday. He absolutely despises Elon Musk. He absolutely despises Tesla. He thinks it's just a passing fad, believe it or not. We haven't even seen the Cybertruck, which I actually think is going to be the most revolutionary truck ever invented. Okay. He's disrupted space exploration. I mean, these are not small things. He's not disrupting, the knitting niche. You know what I mean? He's disrupting major industries that govern the lives of billions of people. He disrupted payment processing when he invented and was the co-founder of PayPal. And I can go on and on and on. Let's just say this. He is the Thomas Edison of our time. He is the innovator. He is the I don't even know what else to say. I mean, I was going to say he's the next Steve Jobs. I think he's even gone beyond Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was amazing. He reinvented the personal computer. He reinvented, the way we communicate, right? He invented the iPhone. That was his invention. It's pretty much ubiquitous all over the globe. But Elon is just a different breed. And I love that he's got cojones. This guy has major cojones. I mean, look at this. Let the good times roll. I mean, this is his tweet. Spoiler alert, let the good times roll. I'm live on the Twitter feed right now. He's changing everything. So how I think this affects us, okay? So that's just a little bit of context. I truly believe, you guys, this is how I think it's going to affect the creator economy. One thing that's really important to understand is that Elon Musk went on the Joe Rogan podcast, the number 1 podcast in the world. And there has not been, any confusion about how. I mean, it's been crystal clear how Elon Musk feels about Zuckerberg and how he feels about Facebook, right? And it's now called Meta, which owns Instagram, WeChat, or no, WhatsApp. What else? I don't know. Instagram and Facebook are the big ones. He went on the Joe Rogan podcast and saying that he deleted Facebook and then he wants other people to delete Facebook. Which really means, does he like Instagram? Is he a fan of Instagram? I'm not sure. If you're not a fan of Facebook, it's maybe hard to, especially for his caliber and his, I think he's about 10 years older than me, or maybe not even that, like 6 years older than me. I would not be surprised. Okay. Everybody's going after TikTok, right? Reels, Instagram, YouTube, Shorts, Facebook Reels. I've talked about this many times on the show. I would not be surprised. And it's going to take a lot of time because he's got the big things to really go through. He's got bots. He's got discrimination. He's got fake accounts. He's got to deal with compliance, integrity. He wants this to be a real free digital town square, free communication, uninhibited debate from both sides, not just one side. Which you could argue the case that Twitter has been one of the stalwarts of censorship, that's not something you want to be proud of. I mean, they have censored a lot of people, including the sitting president of the United States of America, the leader of the free world at one point. I mean, that's some serious That's some serious power that they wielded, right? I mean, Twitter has gotten bigger than anybody can imagine, just like a lot of these platforms have. They've gotten bigger than anybody can imagine. So he's got a lot of stuff to get through before he gets to what I think might happen. He's got to get through a lot of things. Just he's got a clean house. It's spring cleaning, even though we're going into winter. It's spring cleaning for Elon Musk and his team. I mean, he's firing people. He's getting rid of all the people who are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's a reformation. It's a renaissance over at Twitter. Not a shadow of doubt. But what I truly believe, I think this is an opportunity. Everything we talk about here on the show, I'm trying to help you to grow your income. I'm trying to help you to grow your impact. I think this is a major, major opportunity. If you have not been active on Twitter, if you have been active, but kind of like me, sort of sparsely, not as active as maybe you are on other platforms. You're more active on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, etc. I think this is the time to start building your communities on Twitter. Why? Because I truly believe once Elon Musk gets through the spring cleaning, once the company starts looking more and more how he envisioned it, he will turn it into a profit. As a matter of fact, I want to share a tweet from Mark Cuban, who I think it's really, really interesting what Mark Cuban said. If you don't know who Mark Cuban is, I mean, he's a lot like Elon Musk in many ways. I mean, he's disrupting the pharmaceutical industry. He's the owner of the Mavs. He's a shark, in Shark Tank. He's done a lot of things that he was part of the dot-com revolution, right? He invented streaming softwares. He was one of the first people to stream sports. Let me go to Mark Cuban's Twitter here. So this is really interesting what Mark Cuban said. And let me just screen share real fast, and I will show you what Mark Cuban said, because I think this is interesting because it's a lot like what I thought is going to happen. So let me know in the comments if you can see this. Also, let me know where you're joining me from. I love hearing from you guys. What city, what state, what country. I respond to all the comments personally. And if you leave a comment on the replay, put a hashtag replay in the comments and then let me know your thoughts. I respond to all the comments personally. So let me know. So this is what Cuban said about Elon Musk taking over. So he said, I look forward. It's right there in the middle of your screen. I'm looking forward to the Elon Musk era on Twitter. He is ready, fire, aim. He is a ready, fire, aim entrepreneur who will truly enjoy blank with everyone. I can't say what he said there, but he basically say who will truly enjoy blanking with everyone who has an expectation of him. The only expectation you can have of Elon Musk is that he will flex his independence to show everyone who's in charge. A lot of people similar to Mark Cuban have said the same thing. And I wholeheartedly 1 billion% agree with this tweet. There's a lot of people who don't like Elon Musk. There's a lot of people, I don't even think Trump likes Elon Musk. And Trump is supposed to be this, godfather of real estate business, investing, et cetera, before he was president. But I don't even think, I think it's safe to say he's not a fan of Elon. Then so I responded to this actually. Hold on a second here. Let me go back. So I think I responded to this. And this is an interesting exchange right here. So this is what I'm talking about. After he does his spring cleaning, after he fixes Twitter, fixes all the fake bots, fixes all the false accounts, fake accounts, et cetera, all the data and suppression and shadow banning. He's got a lot to fix. After he fixes all of that, this is what I like. So somebody tweeted he grossly overpaid for this opportunity, right? You can see that right there. He grossly overpaid for this opportunity. Can't imagine any of the sharks doing this or believing this is a good start. And then this was his response. which I love. This is Cuban's response. It's a unique asset that he will be able to take public the next time there is an insane bull market. He just needs to grow it profitably and he will make a killing. So if you don't know, the Elon has been talking about how he's doing this for humanity, that he truly believes that Twitter needs to be a place where open, free debate takes place. And I couldn't agree more. I think it should. I don't think suppression, censorship, and shadow banning has any place in such a powerful tool as Twitter, that I think is perfectly aptly described as the digital town square of the internet. I couldn't agree more with him. He's also a business guy. He's also a businessman. And Cuban, I think, is hitting the nail on the head. And this is really the apex, the crux of why I did this show today. After he does all the cleanup and after he really makes sure that Twitter is a place of free speech, a democratic arena for open debate, open conversation, I think he's going to realize the truest potential. My response to this, right underneath it, you can see, my response to this is this. And I responded to Cuban. I don't think did he respond to me? No. And why would he? Who cares? So my response was this, if you guys can see this. My response was, you're about to see the true definition of the word potential for this freed bird, which we're talking about Twitter. So that's what I truly believe. And that's why I'm so excited to talk about this right now, because he is going to take Twitter to the stratosphere. I truly believe this is the time, content creators, to start creating value, to start building community, start putting yourself out there, showing your marketability, showing your ability to help, to solve problems, to impact on Twitter. Because I truly believe it will be one of those places that all of us content creators, who I've been telling you from time and time again, do not put all your eggs in YouTube. Don't put all your eggs in, digital products or e-commerce. Don't put all your eggs into affiliate marketing, and the list goes on and on and on. Diversification. I truly believe that Twitter could be an amazing place to monetize for content creators, thought leaders, and influencers. Anybody, which basically boils down to one thing. Anybody who can create community, who can build leverage audience, create impact, is going to be able to create massive income. You heard it here first, y'all. That's what I truly believe. And I think Elon's one of the smartest dudes that ever lived. He's going to see that potential. When I say you're about to see the true definition of the word potential, that's exactly what I mean. I want to throw this off to you guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about what I just said right there? What do you guys think about what I just said? Oh, by the way, I got to show you this too. If you're just joining us, I've got to show you this as well. This is so cool. I have got to show you this, but I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on what I just said right there. I think, and I'll say it again, just to be clear, I think Elon is going to take Twitter to new heights. I think we're going to see potential that we've never seen before on this platform. And if maybe you haven't found your footing in the creator economy, who knows? Maybe Twitter is your spot. I think it's time to start building. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Look at this. 19,000. As of this recording, we have 19,969 subscribers on our Professor Nez channel. We are so close. 30 away. There's 970. Look at that. In real time. 19,970. We are 30 subscribers away from a huge milestone, 20,000 subscribers. And the only reason I'm showing this to you is not to brag. It took me years and years and years of hard work to get to this place. And more importantly, I would not have been able to do this without you, podcast listeners, live viewers, you, the Nez Nation community, bringing more humanness to this digitalness. By the way, I have a gift for you. I have a free gift for you because we are the Creator Economy Podcast. And hey, Nano, good to see you. How are you, Nano? Good to see you. Hopefully you tapped that thumbs up. Good to see you, Nano. We are the Creator Economy Podcast, helping you monetize your skills, creativity, and experience in the creator economy. Who likes Monet? Give me a hashtag me. Who likes Monet? If you like Monet, give me a hashtag me. I've got a gift for you. In the pinned comment, in the description, and in the show notes, I've got a free PDF. 28 different ways you can make money before fourth quarter ends. These are highly vetted, researched, data-backed methodologies for you to start making money right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, literally right now. 28 different ways. Not 5, not 6, not 15, not 20, 28 different ways you can make money right now, remotely, from home, in the online ecosystem. You don't know what you don't know. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. The Lynn Nick Show. Good to see you. This is enlightening. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. It's kind of a, we don't have a ton of live viewers here right now because this is not a planned show. I just literally went live right now. It's Friday too. But I'm so happy you're here. I know there's going to be a lot of replay viewers. So replay viewers, thank you, Nano. Nano says hashtag me. Thank you. Replay viewers, let me know. In the pinned comment and in the description and in the show notes, you can download that free PDF right now. It's absolutely free. So, yeah, I think that Elon buying Twitter is going to just open up more avenues for us to build audience, to build impact, to actually help. And by doing that, that's the only way the creator economy works. That's the only way a content creator, a thought leader, a personal brand can make any money in the creator economy. You can't sell. It can't be about you. You have to help. You have to give. You have to solve problems. You have to be a resource to people. A trusted, powerful resource that actually produces results. I run several online businesses besides my content creation business. I also have my digital consulting business. I've got over, 240 5-star reviews on my LinkedIn profile. I've worked with thousands of clients, right? Helping them with their personal brand, helping them with their YouTube channel, helping them with their content creation strategy, et cetera, et cetera. If you don't produce results, you're not going to make any impact. And if you don't make any impact by producing results, you're not going to make any income. This is not the coconuts and yachts show. This is not the get rich quick scheme show. Everything that I'm talking to you is steeped in blood, sweat, and tears. I work my hind off. It took time. Those 20,000 subscribers that we're about to cross took a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of hard work. It's possible for you to do this. I just don't want to give you the coconuts and yachts fantasy. That's all. Because there are no coconuts and there are no yachts. I'm a blue collar full-time content creator. Okay. I work hard for my content. I work hard for my audience. I work hard for my partnerships and sponsorships, et cetera, et cetera. And I hope that makes sense. And I'm telling you right now, it's October 28th, 2022, as of this recording. If you're watching this October 28th, 2024, 2026, tell me I'm wrong. about Twitter. Tell me I'm wrong about Twitter. I'll still be here. Trust me. I'll still be going live. I'll still be creating content because I love it. It's deep seated in my DNA. I absolutely eat, sleep, and breathe content. I eat, sleep, and breathe the creator economy. I'll still be here, but let me know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Once he gets through all of the cleanup, he's going to take it private. It's already, I think it's going to be unlisted on November 3rd or 8th or something. The Dow, the stock exchange. It's going to be removed from the stock exchange because that was his whole point. He wanted to take it private so it's not a profit-based company. It's a company that values truth. It's a company that values free speech, that values open debate. That's why he did it. And he doesn't need the money. A lot of people are like, oh, he's doing some kind of shisty. It's just like Mr. Beast. I mean, you don't think of Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast puts money literally at the lowest totem pole as far as motivation to do anything. And yet he's the richest YouTuber of all time. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Don't think about money only. It's not just about money. Okay. So if you're not creating conversation, if you have any questions for me, let me know. If you're not creating value on Twitter, I think now is the time to do it because the more community you build on Twitter, the more value you bring on Twitter. I think by starting to build now, by the time Elon does get around, and I truly believe this is going to happen, by the time Elon gets around to, okay, how can we really build this into a real business besides the free speech, besides open debate? How can we build this into really empowering? Because it's all UGC, it's all user generated content. Just like YouTube is user generated content, Facebook, user generated content. They make money through advertising. And Elon has a lot to say about advertisers. You know, he doesn't want to open up to this, open the floodgates and just let hell break loose. He wants to be very, very strategic when it comes to his relationships with the ad world, which I think is cool, which I think is great. Thank you, Luis. I appreciate that. Thank you, Luis. Yes, you've been with me since Periscope days, 2015. Hello. Almost 10 years ago, man. It's crazy. Almost 10 years ago. But when he sees that what Facebook is doing, what YouTube is doing, how they're adding to the creator economy, Instagram, TikTok, you don't think that, I mean, you think as smart and intelligent as Elon Musk is, you don't think he's going to dip his toes in the creator economy? When he knows that content, Elon knows content is king. He doesn't have to tweet. He doesn't have to go on Joe Rogan podcast. But he actually paved the way for Jeff Bezos and other CEOs. You have to put yourself out there. You have to have strong convictions. You got to build trust with your audience. You have to build a personal brand. He knows that content is king. Elon knows that content is king. He knows what the engine behind all these social media platforms is: us, content creators, which is why all these opportunities have arisen due to competition. Because YouTube and Facebook are trying to go after TikTok, I've created multiple 5-figure revenue streams just by their insistence on defeating TikTok. It's beautiful for us creators. Competition is beautiful for us creators. Elon is going to take the creator economy by storm. It's going to take a long time. It's not going to happen this year. It probably won't even happen next year. But this gives you and I time. I mean, it just feels different too. I don't know about you, but when I got on Twitter this morning, when I started tweeting and engaging, everything felt like the shackles have been lifted off. It's a beautiful feeling. I felt like I could breathe again on Twitter. Now is the time to create value. Now is the time to at least experiment a little bit. Have a presence on Twitter, because in 18 months, in 24 months, the ability to monetize on Twitter is going to be a real visceral thing. the ability to make money in the creator economy, Twitter's adoption and inclusion and stamp on the creator economy will be profound because of this dude, because he is the ultimate disruptor and because he doesn't need the money. He'll probably give all the, YouTube's revenue share is 55%, 45% creators, right? Creators get 55, I'm sorry. Yeah, creators get 55% of the profit that they make on ads, which is huge. For shorts, it's 45% of the cut after the music companies get their cut. So shorts is a whole different thing. But who knows? Elon doesn't need the money. He does want the company probably to be profitable eventually, but he doesn't need the money. So he might he might do 70-30, 80-20. Imagine getting 80% of the profit from your content. It's absolutely insane. My man AL in the house. Good to see you. Oscar Webb. I hope that Elon Musk is in charge does not mean he's going to let Trump back on. Well, it's interesting, Oscar. I really appreciate your point of view, but I have to say, um, I freedom of speech, censorship doesn't mean always hearing from people you like or only hearing from people you deem have the right to be heard. I actually, to be honest with you, I kind of hope he does bring him back. I hope he does bring all the people who have been banned back because in my experience of being on this blue green earth for over 45 years, you don't win. You don't win the hearts and minds of people by shutting them out and oppressing them and suppressing them. The most powerful tool on planet Earth is your ability to communicate. That's what differentiates us from the animals. And I love animals. I love animals, and they communicate in different ways. But our ability to speak, our ability to solve problems, solve issues with our ability to communicate clearly, it's important to get all sides of the equation, not just the sides that you deem are right or worthy, etc., etc. The whole point, I think, that Elon Musk acquiring Twitter is to really give it back its freedom and its uncensored, sort of fledgling beginnings. It started off as a platform, a communication tool, just like Facebook did, and Facebook censors as well. Facebook oppresses as well, and I think a lot of these platforms do. TikTok, YouTube, they probably all do. Um, I don't think oppression and suppression is the answer. I don't think censorship is the answer. Now, does that mean you just have anybody on there who incites? No, no, no. Of course, there's always exceptions. Okay. And there's going to be, he even said there's going to be um, so his last, this is really interesting. So he said, let me screen share this real fast. Um, he did say that there is going to be, because you have to have law and order, of course. It's not just anarchy. But look at this. Twitter will be forming a content moderation council with widely diverse viewpoints. No major content decisions on or account reinstatements will happen before that council convenes. So this is really, really interesting. This is really, really interesting. So it's not that it's going to be I mean, there's a lot of talk and there's a lot of fear that it's going to be like the gates of hell are open. Somebody tweeted recently. It's not going to be like that. Of course, there's going to be, law and order. You can't shout fire at a crowded theater. Okay. You can't do that. Um, there are certain, rules and regulations that need to be enforced and need to be applied. Right. But I'm just not a fan of censorship, period. I don't care how differentiating or how detrimental maybe or how differing their viewpoint or opinion is from you. I do truly believe having point counterpoint is really important for society, especially a civil, intelligent, evolving society. Well, I mean, he's like I said, I like what you said, Oscar, but there's going to be parameters in place to where, like I said, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater, right? So there's going to be stipulations, there's going to be parameters, there's going to be safeguards in place. Nothing to worry about there. But again, getting back to the creator economy, getting back to that, I meant what I said in my tweet that I think the word potential, I think Twitter is going to fully realize its potential like it never has before. Its potential has been sorely lacking ever since it started. Its potential has never been fulfilled. I believe Musk is going to fulfill the true potential because he listens. To be a great leader means you have to be a great listener. He listens. And there's already rumblings about, video content on Twitter, 10 minutes or longer, ad revenue share, just like, I mean, going after TikTok, going after YouTube. I mean, there's all these already live streaming on Twitter. We're live on Twitter right now, but it's not really a thing like it is on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook, etc. So this is going to be really, really interesting. If you haven't built your presence, if you haven't established your Twitter, did I just say Twitter? If you haven't established your Twitter presence yet, I think now is the time to do so. Because I do truly believe in the next 18 to 24, maybe 36 months, Twitter is going to be a major force in the creator economy. And you'll hear it here first, which is why I want you to become an insider. What's an insider? It's our free VIP Nez Nation newsletter, Creator Economy newsletter. It's free, 100% free. Go to professornez.com/insider and make sure you get on the list. And that way you'll always be notified on the latest breaking news, everything you need to know about making real money in the creator economy, monetizing in the creator economy. Because even if you subscribe or follow us here, the algorithms, they change all the time. So it's not a guarantee that you're going to be notified. The algorithms change constantly. I have a lot of subscribers who never get notifications when we're live. So it doesn't really a lot of people can't make heads or tails of it, including myself. So I've taken matters into my own hands, as should you. I've advised you to start your email list. Get on our free VIP Nez Nation Insider email list so you never, ever miss out. And here's the cool thing. It's absolutely free. I also get, if you have any questions, let me know. I also get your questions and DMs all the time. Hey, Nez, you talk about live streaming. You say live streaming is one of the greatest ways to build community. I truly believe that. Well, what do you use? How do you go live? Well, as somebody who's been live streaming since 1475, really, really long time, I've used them all. I've used every third-party encoder. I've used every platform. I've used every software you can imagine. The one that I use now and probably for forevermore is StreamYard, the one I'm using right now, that I have this cool ticket taper. I've got these cool overlays. I'm able to add branding elements. I'm able to add comments like Anthony's comment right there. I'm able to go live in 5, 6 different places at the same time. And the cool thing about StreamYard, it's browser-based. Well, guess what? In the link in the pinned comment and in the description, I have a free trial, browser-based, and only with my link, you don't even have to put in a credit card. You can start right now. Bada boom, bada bing. You can start right now. Practice, check it out, take it for a trial run. If you like it, beautiful. If not, I'm using it right now. So this is not a pitch. I'm not selling you, okay? I'm trying to help. So use that link down there and start live streaming and building your community today. I also get your DMs and I also get your questions. Hey, Nez, I want to be a content creator. Nez, I want to monetize. Nez, I want to create really high quality. What kind of microphone should I use? What kind of lighting should I use? What do you use? What kind of camera do you use? Well, guess what? Being an Amazon influencer, I have my very own storefront and I have compiled a beautiful list of all the best gear, discounted, budget friendly tools, gear, accessories, so you can start your content creation on the right foot and actually create real high quality content. We got microphones, lighting, cameras, gimbals, everything you can imagine, all the accessories, external hard drives, capture cards, links, etc. Go to amazon.com/shop/Professor Nez. Links in the description, links in the pinned comment, and in the show notes. Go check that out. Hey, Doug, good to see you. Doug Lehman, more interaction with video on Twitter, live in layman's terms. Good to see you, Doug Lehman. Yeah, I mean, I know if you're just popping in, it's so good to see you, Doug. See, when you come to a Nez Nation live stream, you don't just get me, who's been doing this for decades, but you get amazing podcasters, content creators, live streamers. If you just joined us, we're talking Elon Musk's acquisition. I almost said acquittal. Elon Musk's acquisition of one of the largest social media platforms ever invented, Twitter, just closed today. And he walked into Twitter headquarters with a giant sink. And he fired the CEO, he fired the CFO, and the head of safety and trust, who's responsible for banning some of the most, influential people on the planet, including the 45th president of the United States. If you're just joining us, I've been talking about how I truly feel if you're not establishing your Twitter presence, if you haven't yet, now is the time, because I do believe it's going to take a little bit of time because he's got a lot of cleanup to do. But after that, it's on like Donkey Kong. And I, your creator economy ambassador, truly believe the ability to monetize, the ability to create real equity, the ability to create real impact with audiences is going to be a visceral, highly profound thing on Twitter in the next 24 to 36 months. It's going to take time, but it's going to happen. I truly, truly believe it's going to happen. If you have any questions, I'm happy to take your questions, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think of Elon Musk taking over? If you have pretty good audio and pretty good video, I'm happy to bring you up on the well, actually, it's already been an hour and I got to get out of here. Unfortunately, I just looked at the time. But if you have any questions, so I'm not going to be able to bring anybody up, but if you have any questions or comments, let me know. If you have any, what are your thoughts on Elon Musk taking over? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Why? Why not? I'd love to hear from you. We go live every single week. We go live and we talk about ways to monetize in the creator economy. So if you haven't become an insider, do that right now. And I've got a gift for you. And that gift is in the pinned comment and in the show notes and description. What's the gift? 28, a huge PDF, a large PDF where we go in depth describing and giving ample background and context, 28 credible ways you can make money online. I guarantee you, if you go download this right now, which is free, by the way, 100% free, in the pinned comment and in the description and show notes, if you go download this right now, I guarantee you 75% of the ways to make money online you've never even heard of. I'm also going to make another guarantee. I guarantee 20 to 25% of those are things you can start doing right now. So if you want to make money online today, not tomorrow, not next week, go download this free PDF. This is my gift for you for sticking around, for hanging out with us, for watching. This is my gift to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Halloween, Happy Thanksgiving. Did I forget one? So good to see you all. So good to see you all. I'm going to check really quickly if Elon has tweeted. This is another thing I love is he's so active. He's so active on Twitter, which I love. He's got 111 million followers. He is known as the Chief Twit now. Oh, it's fantastic. It's just absolutely fantastic. The guy has disrupted every vertical imaginable. Let the good times roll, he says. Oh boy, we got some spammers here. Good. Let's see if I can block them. Maybe one of my mods can take care of that. Actually, I think I already blocked them. Okay. Anybody have any last second questions, last second thoughts about Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter and what this means for the creator economy? If you're watching on the replay, listening on the podcast, please come back and leave comments. I respond to all the comments personally, and I would love to hear from you. So let me know. Let me know. I'm diligently monitoring comments, monitoring the chat, and I just love hearing from you guys. I learn just as much from you guys, Nez Nation, bringing more humanness to this digitalness, the best online community on planet Earth. Not Earth, Earth. It's different. I learned so much from you guys, so I love hearing from you. So please, I love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you think. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Sharkfin Tech, fantastic to see. Why is everybody coming in late? You're late, Sharkfin Tech. You're fired. I'm firing you and the CEO of Twitter. It's good to see you, Sharkfin Tech. I hope you're doing fantastic. Haven't seen you in a long time. Yes, we have built a phenomenal community here on Nez Nation Live, the Creator Economy podcast. By the way, do you guys listen to podcasts? Who listens to podcasts? Because we've got the #1 Creator Economy podcast on Spotify, on Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts. You got to look for this logo. And I would love it if you could write us a 5-star review. I would really, really appreciate it. You know, even if it's just 2 words, awesome show. Give us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify. It's every one of these shows ends up on the podcast. So please make sure you go check that out. Wherever you like to listen to podcasts, go check that out. Greetings from Botswana. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh boy, Sharkfin Tech is already stirring the pot. So I take it you're not a fan of Elon Musk. Is that right, Sharkfin Tech? Okay, I respect that. I totally respect that. This is what I want to hear from you guys. Absolutely. So I take it, Sharkfin, you don't think that Musk is going to create what I think he's going to create, which is a more free, open debate, open communication, uncensored discourse that Twitter should be. And you probably don't think he's going to, well, you probably think he's going to create a profit eventually because that's what he does, right? If you think he's that, that's interesting. I appreciate that. I appreciate all points of views. I love hearing, and I'd love to hear why. I'd love to hear why you think that. Let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions right now, it doesn't necessarily have to be any questions about Twitter and Elon Musk. If you have any questions at all, I'm happy to answer them. Now is the time. I'm going to probably get out of here in the next 5 minutes. But I'd love to hear from you if you have any questions at all. Also, we've got a ton of previous shows on our YouTube channel. We've got a ton of playlists on everything you can imagine to, how to grow a YouTube channel, to how to work from home, the best ways you can make money online, top businesses you can start today with zero money. We've got a ton of free content for you guys. Go check out our YouTube channel, and all of that stuff is free. And most of it has ended up on the podcast too. So podcast listeners, go check out previous shows. We've got a ton of cool stuff that you guys need to check out. We didn't go live last week. I had some family stuff. We should be going live this Sunday. Not sure. As of this recording, it's Friday, October 28th. Friday. Who's happy for Friday? Give me a hashtag Friday in the chat. I know I am. I got my son's baseball game tonight. A whole lot of cool stuff planned. So if there's no other questions, no other comments, I'm just going to go ahead and sign off here. But again, I just want to say this is your boy Nez. And on behalf of the entire Nez Nation family, don't forget, sign up for our free newsletter. It takes you 2 seconds. Just put in your best email, professornez.com/insider. It's absolutely free. And don't forget the free gift in the show notes, in the pinned comment, 28 credible ways you can make money online. It's a free PDF that goes in depth. In depth. Thank you, Doug. Doug says, I highly recommend Nez's YouTube channel. You can't go wrong. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Doug. Okay, Sharkfin, what do you got? I respect his successes, but he's a toxic person who promotes and encourages other toxic people, sadly. Interesting. Okay, I appreciate that. I respect that. That could just be a point of view. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that or disagree with that, but I appreciate you commenting, as always. Shark FinTech is an awesome creator. He's an awesome dude. Had a ton of fun hanging out with him on different streams, on Clubhouse. I haven't been on Clubhouse in a really, really long time. I've just been so busy, got so much work to do, running multiple channels, multiple businesses. But I appreciate your point of view, Sharkfin. I really do. And I appreciate everybody who was here. If you haven't already, tap that thumbs up. It takes you 0.2 seconds, less than that. Tap that thumbs up. And don't forget, we go live every single week and we put out new videos every single week. I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.